The day I realized what trading like a robot actually means is the day that everything shifted. And so when you first hear somebody in the trading space say, trade like a robot, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? I'll give you 5 seconds. You probably thought about trading without emotion, right? Keeping your feelings out of it. But let's stop for a second. How is that even possible? We're humans. We are wired to feel. So why set an expectation that you can't meet? Instead, what if trading like a robot had nothing to do with ignoring emotions and everything to do with how you make decisions? So ask yourself this. When you look at a setup, is it a clear yes or no? Or are you stuck in a maybe? Because every maybe is where doubt sneaks in, where emotions take over, and where your mistakes are going to pile up. And that's the part that most traders miss. Trading like a robot doesn't mean shutting off your feelings. It means structuring your rules in a way where your decisions are binary. Yes or no, this or that, in or out. There's nothing in between. And so if you think about what makes computers and robots so powerful, is it's not that they don't feel. They were never built to. What makes them powerful is the way they make decisions. Everything is a yes or no sequence. Everything is binary, 1 or 0, on or off. Now, imagine applying that to trading. Let's say your rule is only trade if there's a higher high or a lower low. That's binary. Either there is one or there isn't. There's no gray space to interpret. But what happens if your rules aren't binary? You start saying things like, well, it kind of looks like a higher high, or it's close enough to an engulfing bar. That's not binary anymore. That's you negotiating and justifying yourself. And every time you negotiate, your emotion wins and you lose. Binary thinking cuts that off. It means your rules don't leave space for kind of or maybe. You either have the condition met or you don't. And if you don't, the answer is no. End of story. But why does this matter? Because when you're working in a gray area, your brain is constantly burning energy. Should I take this? Should I wait? Did I miss that? And that mental fatigue will always build up. But when your decisions are binary, everything slows down. Everything gets a little bit quieter. And you stop second guessing. And that energy is conserved for when it actually matters, and that's managing the trade when it's live. So let's think about it another way. If your trading rules can be answered like a multiple choice test, you're in trouble. There are too many options. But if they can only be answered yes or no, you've got something you can follow. And let's put it to the test. Can you hand your rules to somebody else, a stranger who knows nothing about trading, and would they know exactly what to do, step by step, without needing to interpret anything? If not, then your system still leaves too much room for the human brain to second guess. And this is why activities or exercises like building a flow chart can change the game for you. And a flow chart forces you to write out every condition in order. If A happens, then move to B. If B doesn't happen, wait for A. It leaves no gray area. The decision is made before the trade ever appears. So flowcharts literally make you bulletproof. A flowchart is literally the binary process written on paper. So step 1, did X happen? Yes, go here. No, wait. Step 2, did Y happen? Yes, move to step 3. No, wait. Every path is laid out in advance. So when you're in the moment, you're not deciding, you're just following. Now think about this. If your rules are written down in that structure, where does emotion even fit in? It doesn't have a space. You can feel nervous, you can feel excited, but the decision is already locked in. That answer has already been chosen. And that's what it means to trade like a robot. It's not to erase emotion, but we're building a system so rigid that emotions can't change the outcome.